Joining us now to review some of the headlines of today's newspapers from around the world, the Director of News is also an Arise News analyst, Yemi Ajayi, and of course, Arise News analyst, Mr. Shubwale. Good afternoon, gentlemen.
Good afternoon. Good afternoon. I'm Mr. Shubwale. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon. Yeah.
Now, let's start the newspaper review with this day, Nigerian newspaper of record. We look at the lead story, which is a common story among the newspapers today. Wike Fubara signed Tinubu's Truce, leave to fight another day. Then riders, all court cases instituted by Fubara to be withdrawn. Impeachment processes against governor dropped. Amewule-led leadership, 26 defected members recognized. An assembly to decide where to sit. Then above the masthead on the window story, we have the story, Tinubu vows to uphold media freedom, respect divergent views. Pledges to review extant policies affecting newspaper industry. Acknowledges existing rules hindering local access to newsprint. Says government granting waivers for air, road, rail transport systems and moves to reduce price of cooking gas. And on the right side, behind the top picture on the page is National Assembly may pass 2024 appropriation bill this week. Now from this day, we move to the Punch. The Punch newspaper. National Assembly may pass budget Saturday, 541 MDAs.
And defense.
And defense. Then from there, we have the story on the above the masthead on the right side. Pope Francis okays blessings for same-sex couples. Then from Punch, we move to The Guardian. Now, The Guardian lead story. Nigerians may burn over 1.5 trillion on cooking gas in 2024 amid incentives. Then another story there is Senate gives panels 48 hours to submit 2024 budget reports. And below that, we have INEC plans reruns by election for February 2024. From The Guardian, we move to The Nation newspaper. Now, The Nation newspaper, we have the same thing with Fubara. Then above the masthead, by the right-hand corner, Budget 2024 committee's order to submit report. Then from The Guardian, we move to Tribune, Nigerian Tribune. We have how presidency brokered truce between Fubara, Wike, Shetima, Gbajabiamila, Ribadu, Odili in attendance. From the Tribune, we move to New Telegraph. New Telegraph, the story above the masthead, the window story, UN approves Nigeria's continental shelf extension to 220 nautical miles. Then we have a story underneath. World Bank remittances to Nigeria rose by 2% to $20.5 billion in 2023. And the story below the picture, bottom of New Telegraph, TRCN, that is Teachers Registration Council of Nigeria, 3,963 teachers fail qualifying exams. Now, from there, we move to foreign newspaper. So let's have the Daily Independent. Schools, Daily Independent. Daily.
Only now.
Yeah. Sunak calls for Gaza ceasefire. says too many civilians have died. From Daily Independent, let's go to the Daily Telegraph. The Daily Telegraph. Schools told to presume children can't change their gender. And by the right-hand side of Daily Telegraph is another story that is a kind of a fallout from the situation in the Red Sea. Pain at petrol pumps after Red Sea attacks. Now, that is the story. So, yeah. Mr. Shubale, what are your thoughts?
Okay, where do we start? We start with the Wike, Fubara.
Your favorite.
You see, at long last, the president has intervened. Get me? And we hope that peace will hold. But then the content of the peace, look at it, is trying to stabilize, like I've always identified, the three centers of power. You get me now? The two antagonists have signed a peace agreement. Now there will be no impeachment in the legislature. The governor will be allowed to do his job. You get me? But you see, the dicey one there is those two defected. And they say that status quo will hold. How that one will hold is going to be the major test of this intervention.
I think there is even more to that than the defected members.
Yes.
We have the cases of the budget passed, signed into law, and you are saying it should be represented. And of course,
budget passed by 4 members of the legislature.
But at that time, that was the House.
No.
If you are president, will you allow that?
But
4 members.
It is not matter of
they
what
don't
you
need
want.
to go to court.
What was the situation? What was the situation?
That's not democracy.
Under what circumstances? In the eyes of the law, going by the judgment of Justice Dana Gogo, that was the legally recognized River State House of Assembly.
With 100% sitting, 100% lawmakers in sitting.
The house made up of almost 30 people.
You also have
people
they
the budget.
No, I don't think, looking at the numerical strength, in isolation, should not be in isolation.
In that place.
No, that is debatable. In the sense that, don't forget that.
Debate it. It is not debatable. In a democracy, there are 4 people.
Now, Mr.
Chubale, the Constitution
you have to understand the fact
defect.
that the so-called 4 member suspended those who defected.
4 people suspend 20-something people. It's not even democracy.
Mr. Chubale, what does the Constitution say happens to lawmakers who defect?
Please, don't let us fall.
No. What does the law say happens?
It's not even debatable. Let's go to another point.
No, you don't have time. You don't have time. Didn't qualify.
You don't have time.
The Pope story.
Let's go to the Pope.
Oh, the Pope story. Yes, that's a good one.
I will combine the Pope with the foreign news.
Yes.
With the children.
That's right.
Yeah.
You see, these are the Western values that we all have to be wary of in Nigeria. Now, the Pope, the almighty Roman Catholic Pope, has now said that same-sex people can be given blessings. You get me? Whereas he was frank enough to say that marriage is between a man and a woman. But now in Nigeria, we have a law against such arrangement. Yes.
Is it time for an update?
Is what?
Is it time for an update based on this development?
Nobody cannot really.
People like
it can't fly.
You get me now? It can't fly. Here is 14 years. That's the punishment if you are caught out to be gay. And I'm telling you, Nigerians, whether Boko Haram, whether IPOB, whether Christian, whether Muslim, whether pagan, they all agree that marriage is between a man and a woman.
Of course,
that is cultural orientation, and already it is getting you. Because you said it is due for a change.
I didn't say it was due for a change.
The other one. They say these children can determine their sex.
Mr. Shibwale, what I said was, do you think there will be an update?
No, it is costing. You know they do surgery. They do surgery for them. They remove their genitals and change them, and then it doesn't work out. It doesn't work out.
But I've been told that they should presume the children can't change their genders.
Who said that?
That is
what
it.
What is happening is that they even do, you have not followed it, they do surgery for them. If you say you are a woman, okay, you are a girl, you feel like a woman, they remove don't mention
that was the case with Gabriel
genital surgery, they remove them. It is unthinkable. It is not part of our culture.
Yeah.
You get me? And we should not buy into it. That is my own take. Yes.
On that note, I hope that if this does get brought up in the House, that there is a full sitting of the Assembly on the date, that this, if this ever is brought to the conversation.
No, it won't fly in Nigeria.
It would not fly. All right. Mr. Dayo Shoboale, they're playing our music to usher us out. Mr. Yemi Ajayi, fantastic conversation as always. Thank you so much.